Alright, here we are back at the Adelaide Vegan Festival, day 2. So I think there's going to be some good speakers on today, and I'll record some of it, get you some interviews, and we'll check out this next day, see how we go.
And it's never too late.
Is Jessie? Back on the potatoes, these are roasted ones.
Yeah, I've got a couple in here, but he's already done one this morning.
I guess I should introduce myself to the people who don't know who I am. My name's James Aspey, and upon more research I learned that it's not just about us. It's not just about our health. There are others involved in this equation. It's about the ethics of consuming animal products, and there aren't any. When there's no justification to consume animal products, all it becomes is violent, cruel, unnecessary, and immoral on every level. So I learned that to be consistent with the peaceful, loving, respectful, compassionate person I strive to be, I needed to become vegan. One of those extreme vegans that I'd been dreading my whole life, you know, trying to avoid these extreme vegans. I became vegan because I realized it was the right thing to do. This is one of the most important things we can be talking about today amongst ourselves, getting the message out there, helping our friends, helping our family, because ultimately we are talking about reducing the suffering and death of billions of individuals every single year who we share this planet with, who have just as much right to be here and to live in peace as each and every one of us do. It's about the golden rule. It's about treating others the way that you would want to be treated. And it's that simple. Yes, thank you. It is such a positive thing. So it's so important that we share this gift. We have a responsibility to share this gift. As Einstein said, those who have the privilege to know have the duty to act. Each and every one of us, you know, you might think that what you know about this isn't special. You might think that it's not a big deal. Veganism is a very big deal and a very special gift to share, that we can all do our part in getting it out there and creating real change, significant change in this world. That's our obligation, that's our responsibility. Another great quote is, activism is the rent we pay for living on this planet. It's about getting active and getting this message out there. Don't keep it to yourself, spread the love. Because we've all been conditioned since we were born to love some animals like these dogs here and kill and eat pigs, cows, chickens, fish. We've been taught that some types of animal cruelty are wrong, like punching an animal in the face, but we've been taught that castrating an animal is okay. Sending little baby chicks into a grinder is okay for some eggs. You know, we've been taught these things, we've been conditioned this way, and it's not our fault, and it's not the people you speak with, it's not their fault either that they believe these things. So they're not the enemy, we're not the enemy. I didn't know before either. I'm sure everyone here, at some point in their life, probably recently for a lot of you, you weren't vegan. It's not about making people enemies, it's about encouraging, educating and inspiring each other to do better, to be better, and helping each other on their journey. When someone says to you, what about free range? You know, I buy free range, surely that's okay, they're organic. You can say, listen, free range means next to nothing for animals. In fact, there are many free range facilities that have worse welfare for these animals. It's just a way for the industry to make us feel better about our choices. But even if it was free range, it was a nice farm, you know, they get belly scratches every day and they're treated nicely through their whole life. They all end up at the same slaughterhouse, and just like this shirt says, what does it say? Nothing humane happens in a slaughterhouse. There's no humane way to kill someone who wants to live. Humane means to show compassion There's no compassionate way to push an animal into a gas chamber. There's no compassionate way to slit an animal's throat. Humane, again, is another word used by industry to fool us, to deceive us, to make us feel better about our choices to consume animal products. This is a movement of justice, and by not being vegan, by being anything less than vegan, you are not on the side of justice, you're on the side of oppressors. Now, I don't say that to try to make you feel like a bad person. I don't think anyone here is a bad person. But I am saying that veganism should be where we start. It should be the least we do. The least we should do is respect them enough not to hurt or exploit them. If we want this to become mainstream, we need to adjust our approach to suit the mainstream. We need to be a welcoming, encouraging, supportive crowd. If we all look angry and like we hate humans and we're so depressed at the state of this world, I don't think that's a very encouraging starting point, or for people to look at this kind of group and say, you know, I want to join that, I want to be a part of that. No matter what you do, you can help, you can point your strengths and your skills towards veganism. You can organise events. If you don't like organising events like me, where I can barely even get to my speech on time, maybe you can do speeches. If you don't like public speaking, maybe you can make videos. If you don't like making videos, maybe you can write articles. But just remember how lucky we are to be so privileged that we have everything we need, that we're all free from suffering, living a life of luxury, such luxury. Remember that, remember how privileged we are, and then think about everyone below us, all those animals and humans who are suffering daily, who are lined up at the slaughterhouse right now, millions of them. Please remember that and use that as some of your life purpose to point in the direction to help those out of their suffering. They're not the only ones that benefit from that. When you do that, you get benefit from that too. When you help others, that is also helping yourself. There's a very good Gandhi quote that I think we could all spend some time thinking about. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then you win. Of course they're going to fight. We're challenging where people are at. We're challenging their morals. We're challenging their very way of life. We're trying to improve it, but we're still challenging it. People are going to fight. Don't take that as negative. Don't see that as them never going to change. Don't see that as them being totally resistant to the idea. They're just reacting. Of course they're going to react. This is a positive thing. This is a necessary step on the path to peace. It's necessary to go through this. So please be a warrior and stay strong and just keep putting the message out there. Martin Luther King said, love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. Gandhi said, if they hit you, don't hit back. If they curse at you, don't curse back. Even if they shoot you, do not shoot back. Just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward with peace. One more Martin Luther King quote I think is important. The means we use must be as pure as the ends we seek. Do we want a compassionate world? Do we want a world filled with love and understanding and respect of each other? Then that's what we need to model. That's what we need to show people how to do. And we all need to learn how to be better at doing that. We all need to be shining examples of how that's done. The magnitude of the issue right now is absolutely phenomenal. It's not about leaving this up to a few people, you know, a few people on the stage to do the job. It's not about that, man. This is about each and every one of you here. Each and every one of us to do something, to do what we can to point our skills in the right direction. It's our obligation as earthlings on the planet, privileged earthlings who know what's happening and who have the ability and the understanding and the means to make a change. Together, we can make this world a better place. Let's do it. Thank you.
a vegan's blood is 8 times less hospitable to cancer growth. So it's you're helping animals, you're also helping yourself. So no problems getting in protein, mate?
Nah, fuck no, not since being vegan, man. I probably had more trouble getting protein when I was on my meat and dairy diet.
Yeah, so what do you say to all the swolgers out there that say you need to eat dead animals to get mass?
Load of shit, man. They got it completely wrong. A lot of people, like I was explaining before, they've got this misconception that if we don't eat steak and you know all this meat and chicken and all this sort of shit that we won't put size on. That's not true, man. I've been on both sides of the fence. I did the meat and dairy diet. I've done the vegan diet, and I can say firsthand from experience, since I've been vegan, I've made more lean quality muscle gains than I ever have before. So that, yeah, I've been doing much better since I've gone vegan.
So smashing through the stereotypes, bro.
Smashing through the stereotypes, yeah. Healthy, feeling good, yeah, and just, yeah, it's being vegan, it's just, it's a feel-good lifestyle, man. Yeah, it's the best, can't beat it.
Legend, mate. Cheers, bro. All right, so here we are. They're packing up. Everything's getting packed up now. So it's been a good day. I talked to a lot of people. Thanks to everyone that come up and said hello. Yeah, it was a very interesting day. Great festival, good talks, and yeah, I'll hopefully be talking here next year. So we'll see how we go.
I think it's so important that we are honest. There's no need to sacrifice telling the truth. The truth is what we've got in our favor. The truth is so powerful. We don't need to tell lies. We don't need to make things up. We don't need to yell and scream. The truth is so incredibly powerful, but as well, I think 100% it's about being honest with what's happening. We don't need to sell out the animals in order to be effective, and I don't think we should. I think we owe it to them to definitely be honest, but I also think we owe it to them to be strategic with the way we put this message out so we can be the most effective we can. Yeah. In my opinion, our job is to be like gardeners, man, to be like veganic gardeners, where we're planting seeds, raising awareness, moving people forward, learning what objections people have, and then crossing them off. And we are never going to get a serious political change unless we change the heart and minds of people, because they're not leading the way, they're just doing what we want them to do. But in saying that, if you influence one person that changes their family, you've changed lives.